Hello everybody and welcome back to a grind guide for 2020. And this one is focused on 6-star shards or 6-star crystals, however you want to look at it. Now, something in these grind guides that I always keep going back to is if you want to make further progression in this game to make things easier, you've got to be in it for the long game. Where I started off in 2015 to where I'm now in 2020 has seen an easier grind to get stuff. And I don't have to put in a lot of money each month, except for really premium times like the Cyber Weekend and as well like gifting events, which let's face it, this year is not going to be a gifting event. But I hope this grind guide covers things of different titulages, places where you are in the game, logical and practical advice and all the things in between. Let's get into this 6-star grind guide. Again, to reference what I do usually say in these grind guides is you have permanent content, like things like story mode, and as well you've got the permanent event quests like variants, and then you'll have reoccurring content, which will be time sensitive based events, calendars, Alliance War seasons as another example. So let's talk about permanent content. First and foremost, you've got Act 5, and Act 5 gives you a good amount of 6-star shards. It's only when you come to Act 6 that you see that jump up a little bit. It'll only get more extensive, especially when you get to Act 6.3, and then as well whatever's going to come with 6.4 and the eventual act and as well completion 100% of this event. Now there is the Abyss of Legends, but I would largely say that is going to be for the most endgame players, and as well, let's face it, if you don't have an Aegon, this isn't going to be straightforward. Yes, other champions can do it, I'm not kind of doubting that, but as well you have to be real, and look, we all know that an Aegon is going to make this a lot more easier to do. Now it comes to variants where it gives you a better option to get those 6-star shards, especially if you've just come and been uncollected. Now you're looking to challenge yourself to kind of be Cavalier and a bit more. It gives you a small amount of 6-star shards on offer, but let's face it, every little counts. It's also vitally important to understand that, as you know, duping a 5-star gives you 275 6-star shards. So the more focus you do on your 5 stars and getting more 5-star shards, it can mean 2 more 6-star shards and more 6-stars down the line. It depends where your focus is if you see that element. But again, it's all about the long game. Collecting more 5-stars equals more dupes equal more 6-stars for further progression. And I would largely recommend keeping vigilant on stuff in the news and other aspects to the game, especially when Kabam announced special types of events that mean that you can pick up a good amount of 6-star shards, 5-star shards, and other things as well. Now again, if you want easy hand-in-hand 6-stars, it's important to look at things like your progression and look at being Cavalier. By the way, a Cavalier guide will be up on the channel very, very soon, but I'd largely say that's important because Kabam do give out for a longer month, the last 3 days, some extra 6-star shards to players. Also, sticking with the tune of events, and do watch out as well at the end of this year when it comes to things like Cyber Weekends and as well like a gifting event. And look, I know Kabam won't do a gifting event, but they largely want to make money as much as we want the rarest stuff. So I can imagine a special crystal for those to grind out that you don't have to gift. But as well, look for Cyber Weekends. If you're looking to spend your money, then this can be a good opportunity. As you can see, the early access bundles does give 6-star shards of 1,000, but look, that's a £50 spend, which isn't too bad. But it's a case you do factor into RNG, and will you say to yourself, I'm going to get a mojo? The chances are very slim to nil. Also, good opportunities can be Christmas Day, where you can ask for things like Google Play cards, iTunes cards. If you're not really keen on spending the money in the game, then maybe ask relatives that are going to be giving you Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, to give you those specific cards so you can spend and therefore get some extra stuff when it comes to the unit store, getting some extra stuff with the unit packs, like Tier 5 basics, not to mention the fact of 6-star shards, 5-star shards. It all adds up and it all can be very helpful. Also, something to bear in mind, if you're looking to grind out Arena, you can look to grind out the 5-star one. Which, look, if you get the rank rewards that are the 1 to 10%, you can get 200 6-star shards at a time. Now, I would recommend this for a roster that can do on a new champion introduction. It's looking about 15 mil at the moment. That has changed a lot since last year. It used to be about like 10 to 12 mil. But if you want to guarantee yourself this, then yeah, 15 mil. When it comes to a reroll of a champion, to say like Gambit is coming up very soon, like an older champion, an average champion, then putting in about 10 mil will be acceptable for that and you'll largely get it. But you can't go wrong with 15 mil at a time to get the top 1% to 10% milestone. Also look out to the end of the year where special crystals go in, because this gets better. You can guarantee yourself a 5-star as well. Also, keeping with the subject of units, now if you're a free-to-play player, and something I forgot to mention is that sometimes you do get offers pop up, and largely around the Black Friday you will see like an offer which is down below here, the bottom right hand corner, that will be able to purchase stuff with units, and it could be a case you get some decent shards from this as well. Like, you know, Kabam want you to spend on stuff in game, so you kind of feel like you're kind of keeping the spending in game, if you know what I mean, without using the units for further progression like revives and energy refills and getting through parts of the game. Next up, and as we discussed, the fact is you can look to put in the effort when it comes to Alliance Wars. Alliance Wars isn't as fun as it used to be, and whether or not you're doing it on a daily basis and it's more successive to get lots of 6-star shards, then that's your prerogative. But when it comes to seasons, you can get a good chunk of the rewards. And look, you know, there's a good amount offer, but you have to be gold 2 and above. If you are looking to, again, increase your grind, also, you know, participate a lot more, then you will have to consider putting more effort in, honing in your skills to join more competitive alliances, especially ones that are in gold 2, gold 1, before then making the jump to then go platinum 4, platinum 3, etc, etc. Now on to monthly events, and there is the normal monthly event, which, as you know, with Uncollected, does give a good amount of 6-star shards. In fact, you can get 1,600 from the completion and exploration, but also there's some more on offer when it comes to doing certain chapters from completion standpoint and as well doing the exploration. There also will be side quests from time to time, and that may have a good amount of rarity. Always keep vigilant to the Marvel Contest of Champions news, because I will be saying like, okay, well this looks good, it's good for grinding, it's good for taking home a good amount of X, Y and Z shards. And especially, again, look towards your 5-star shard cultivation and go, right, if I kind of get more of them, then it means that I'll get more 5-stars, more 5-stars awakened, means more 6-stars in the future. Again, in for the long game. And now let's put this down to practical advice. If you are uncollected or below uncollected, it's important to work towards that. You may cultivate your 4-star roster to get more awakenings, get more 5-stars, and there's a case you can start building it. But if you don't feel comfortable, then it's a case that this may be more reflective of those that are uncollected. And I would say look to calendars, look to special events, look to saving your units, and look to buying on things like Cyber Weekend or special unit pack offers. Especially if you're looking to spend a bit of money, you can get a little bit of a leg up. And watch out for potentially some sort of festive event this year. That won't be the gifting event, by the way. When it comes to people that are uncollected and kind of striving to be cavalier, and again, it goes down to calendars, it goes down to side events and kind of pushing that a lot more, especially with epics are concerned. And yeah, making sure that you're in for the grind, cultivating those 5-stars, awakening those 5-stars, getting those 6-star shards. But like I said, be vigilant to what's going on, and you may feel you may be comfortable enough to do variants. And once you start doing the variants, you get more 5-stars, 5-stars awakened because more 6-stars, more 6-star shards are cultivated. And as well, you're probably looking towards getting to a better alliance in order to make sure that you are making the progression as much as possible and being in about gold 2, gold 1. Doesn't matter where you are, as long as you're getting those 6-star shards and 5-star shards as well. So yeah, as I've reiterated, you've got to be in it for the long game. Some people will be able to put so much time into this game to then get to the same standard that it's taken me years to do. But I do find it easier to get 5-star shards, get 5-stars, smash out some content. And it's a case like a lot of people may say, well, you're a full-time YouTuber, isn't that easy? No, I spend a lot of time editing between the start and end point of the day. I actually spend as much as a normal person that has work and school in order to kind of make further progression. It's only at weekends that I get any chance to kind of like get some stuff done. So you've got to be savvy where you can, and I'll probably do a time grind of the day kind of tutorial at a later date. But thanks very much for watching this video. If it did help, please hit the like button, subscribe for more Marvel Contest of Champions based content, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.